Now I'm going to take you through one of my favourite back stretches. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to bring your left leg out in front of you. You're going to cross over the top with your right leg. And then you're going to wrap your left arm around your right leg and look to the left, holding that position, sitting up nice and tall. Holding this for around 20 to 30 seconds. Just releasing off any tension in your glutes. And then swapping to the other side. Sitting up nice and tall, just gently hugging that knee in. And then coming back to your rest pose. I'm now going to take you through shoulder bridge, which is one of my favourite Pilates exercises. It's brilliant for strengthening the glutes, hamstrings and core muscles, which are crucial for maintaining proper posture and generating power on the bike. Additionally to this, it's going to stretch the hip flexors and quads, counteracting that tightness that often develops from prolonged periods in the cycling position. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to laying down on our mat with our feet hip distance apart, pelvis in neutral, so tailbone pointing towards the end of your mat, arms just gently rested on the floor, palm up if you feel like you're going to push your hands down into the mat, so no tension in that upper body. We're going to take an inhale, and then on your exhale, you're going to gently roll up through your spine, thinking about your vertebrae as individual blocks, and we're going to pick each individual block up off the floor. When you get to the top, we're going to hold this position for an inhale, and then we're going to exhale and gently roll back down through your spine, again thinking one vertebrae at a time. At the top of your bridge, the weight should be in your shoulders, not in your neck. So you're not putting any tension on that neck. And you're going to really push down into your toes as well. So we activate through your hamstrings and glutes as much as possible. We're holding in a nice ski slope-like position. So there should be a line from your knee through your hip down to your shoulder. You shouldn't be overextending and kind of letting your rib cage flare into the air and bringing that pelvis up any higher. And then I want you to hug your knees into your chest. Just give yourself a little bit of a rock. And then return to our rest pose. This is one of my favourite rotational mobility exercises for your spine. We're going to do book. So we're going to come down onto the mat, making sure your hip and shoulder are in a line and that your head stays in line with the rest of your spine. So you're going to need a cushion under that head. Arms come out parallel. And we're going to stretch that top arm forward and then reach it up so your hand is in line with your shoulder. And then the rotation is coming through your mid-spine. So think about your rib cage moving, gently bringing that arm back behind you, making sure your hips stay stacked one on top of the other. We're going to hold that at the back for an inhale. And then exhale, gently bring that arm up so your hand is in line with the sky. And then gently bring that arm back to the front, fighting gravity as you bring that arm back. Every time you rotate back, you can either leave your head facing forward or you can take your hand with you. It's entirely up to you. As you come back, remember you're rotating through that mid-spine until your hand is in line with your shoulder, and then you're gently closing that arm down. And then once we've finished our set, we're going to roll over onto the other side, making sure your hip and shoulder are in line. And again, stretching that arm forward, reaching up to the sky, and then letting that spine rotate backwards. So you coming from your rib cage, nice opening chest stretch, keeping your hips stacked one on top of the other. And then again, using your spinal mobility to bring that arm back to facing the ceiling, and then slow controlled movement of the hand back to our starting location. Making sure your shoulders remain relaxed, so don't bring your shoulder up towards your ear as you rotate back. Keeping your knees glued together, so the rotation comes through that mid-spine, and we're going to exhale, engage your core and rotate back, making sure that you're using those core muscles to stabilize the movement. You should get a nice stretch across the chest as you bring that arm back behind you. And once you've finished your set, coming up into your rest pose. Going to go through a chest massage now, so you're going to need your trusty tennis ball. Going to take your tennis ball, find your collarbone, and we're going to roll just under the collarbone. We're tracking the collarbone, so staying underneath the bone, but staying up high, so you're not going onto any breast tissue. And we're just going to gently roll the ball round. If you find a spot that's a little bit more tender, just going to hold it there, apply some pressure, and gently move the arm up and down. What we're looking to do here is just release any tension and get rid of any knots in the chest muscles, which can become overly tight. One, from daily life, so a lot of things we do in our daily life round us forward. In order to create muscle balance and to get back to good posture and to be strong, we need to release off the chest muscles by giving them a good massage and stretch, and then strengthen the muscles in your back. Once you've done one side, and we're doing about a minute on each side, so again, this is one of those videos where you might need to just hit the pause button, finish doing both sides, and then continue. We're then going to roll onto the other side. Again, tracking the collarbone, rolling around, applying a little bit of pressure to that ball, not going onto any breast tissue. And once you've finished, coming back into a seated position.